Hello, friends. It's time for story time again. I'm Miss Nancy. We're going to read today the true story of the Three Little Pigs. I know, maybe some of you have already read it, but that's okay. You can listen to it again. It's totally fine. Let's sing first. Always gotta sing. Absolutely, wave your hand. Hello, friends. It's so good to see you. Hello, friends. It's so good to see you. Hello, friends. It's so good to see you. It's so good to see you today. Let's shake our hands. Oh yeah. Let's get all those wiggles and jiggles out. Here we go. Everybody shake and say, we're going to say read. Everybody shake and say read. Everybody shake and say read. Let's shake and say read. Let's shake faster. Everybody shake really fast. Everybody shake really fast. Everybody shake really fast. And now shake really slow. You got all your wiggles out? Let's take a deep breath. Get that calm inside. All wiggles out. Now, we have to put on our best big bad wolf voice. Oh yeah, so my big bad wolf is going to talk like this. He's going to be very deep. He's going to be a big bad. But this is the true story of the little pigs, so I'm thinking maybe I don't need such a big bad wolf voice. Maybe I need, pardon me, maybe I need a voice like, hello, I'm the big bad wolf. I don't know where that came from, but I am not the big bad wolf. I am just a wolf who wanted a cup of sugar. Well, I'm getting ahead of myself, but here we go. The true story of the Three Little Pigs. By A.Wolf, as told to John Scieszka, and it's illustrated by Lane Smith. So this is his real story. It's like an autobiography. Yes, it's by A.Wolf. What A stands for? Abominable? Angry? Anxious? Or maybe just A. The true story of the Three Little Pigs. Everybody knows the story of the Three Little Pigs. Or at least they think they do. But I'll let you in on a secret. Nobody knows the real story. Because nobody has ever heard my side of the story. So this is A.Wolf. I'm the wolf. Alexander T. Wolf. That's what the A stands for. Alexander. Alexander T. Wolf. You can call me Al. Hi, Al. How you doing? Hope you're okay. I don't know how this whole big bad wolf thing got started, but it's all wrong. Maybe it's because of our diet. You've noticed that diet? Oh my goodness. Oh my gracious. Oh my goodness gracious. I know. Hey, it's not my fault wolves eat cute little animals like bunnies and sheep and pigs. That's just the way we are. If cheeseburgers were cute, folks would probably think you were big and bad too. Now, he does have a point, don't you think? Yeah, I mean, that's just what they eat. But, like I was saying, the whole big bad wolf thing is all wrong. The real story is about a sneeze and a cup of sugar. I know, you can see he's written it on his slate right there. This is the real story. Way back in Once Upon a Time, I was making a birthday cake for my dear old granny. I had a terrible sneezing cold. I ran out of sugar. Oh. He should have been wearing a mask, shouldn't he? I guess they didn't have masks in those days. What, way back in once upon a time? So, I walked down the street to ask my neighbor for a cup of sugar. Now, this neighbor was a pig. And he wasn't too bright either. He had built his whole house out of straw. Can you believe it? I mean, who in his right mind would build a house out of straw? Well, that little pig did. And there he is. And there's the house. He has a long way to go. And how many times he sneezed on the way. I hope he used his elbow to sneeze into. Like that, yes. So, of course, the minute I knocked on the door, it fell right in. Just like that. I didn't want to just walk into someone else's house, so I called, "Little pig, little pig, are you in? Little pig, are you in?" No answer. I was just about to go home without the cup of sugar for my dear old granny's birthday cake. That's when my nose started to itch. I felt a sneeze coming on. Well, I huffed, and I snuffed, and I sneezed a great sneeze. And you know what? That whole darn straw house fell down. It did. And right in the middle of the pile of straw was that first little pig. Dead as a doornail. He had been home the whole time. It seemed like a shame to leave a perfectly good ham dinner lying there in the straw. So I ended up, think of it as a big cheeseburger just lying there. That's what wolves do, you know? They're not bad. They just eat what they're supposed to. I was feeling a little better, but I still didn't have my cup of sugar. So I went to the next neighbor's house. This neighbor was the first little pig's brother. Can you see that? Yeah. He was a little smarter, but not much. He had built his house out of sticks. Yes. I rang the bell on the house. Ding. Nobody answered. I called, "Mr. Pig, Mr. Pig, Mr. Pig, are you in? Are you in, Mr. Pig?" He yelled back, "Go away, wolf! You can't come in. I'm shaving the hairs on my chinny chin chin." I don't know how many hairs a pig has on his chinny chin chin. I had just grabbed the doorknob when I felt another sneeze coming on. Oh no. I huffed and I snuffed. And I tried to cover my mouth, but I had a great big sneeze. And you're not going to believe it, but this guy's house fell down just like his brother's. No, just like. When the dust cleared, there was the second little pig, dead as a doornail. Wolf's honor, dead as a doornail. Now, you know food will spoil if you just leave it out in the open. So I did the only thing there was to do. I had dinner again. Think of it as second helping. I was getting awfully full, but my cold was feeling a little better. And I still didn't have that cup of sugar for my dear old granny's birthday cake. So I went to the next house. This guy was the first and second little pig's brother. He must have been the brains of the family because he had built his house out of bricks. Just like that. Yep. I knocked on the brick house. No answer. I called Mr. Pig. Mr. Pig, Mr. Pig, may I come in? Are you in? Do you know what that rude little poker answered? Get out of here, you wolf. Don't bother me again. Well, that's not very neighborly, is it? A wolf wanted was a cup of sugar. Talk about impolite. I say, he probably had a whole sack full of sugar, and he wouldn't give me even one little cup for my dear old granny's birthday cake. What a pig. I was just about to go home, maybe make a nice birthday card instead of a cake, when I felt my cold coming on. I huffed, and I snuffed, and I sneezed once again. Then the third little pig yelled, "And your old granny can sit on a pin." Oh dear, that was not very nice. He was not a very nice neighbor, was he? Now, I'm usually a pretty calm fellow, but when somebody talks about my granny like that, I go a little crazy. When the cops drove up, of course, I was trying to break down the pig's door, and the whole time I was huffing and puffing and sneezing and making a real scene like, "Little pig, little pig, let me in, let me in." And the little pig kept saying, "Not by there, my chinny chin chin." And then I kept huffing and snuffing and sneezing. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh, and look at that. It made the newspaper. The rest, as they say, is history. The news reporters found out about the 2 pigs I'd had for dinner. They figured a sick guy going to borrow a cup of sugar didn't sound very exciting, so they jazzed up the story with all that huff and puff and blow your house down, and they made me the big bad wolf. That's it. The real story. I was framed. Yeah. But maybe you could loan me a cup of sugar. He's in jail. I wonder how he's going to make his granny a birthday cake when he's in jail. Do you really believe this story? Well, that's a story for another day. And that's the end of the true story of the 3 little pigs by A.Wolf. And it's time to sing goodbye. Are you ready? Everybody wave and say goodbye. Everybody wave and say goodbye. Everybody wave and say goodbye, 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 goodbye. So long, friends.